Fox 13 presents Healthier Together, sponsored by Regence Blue Shield.
Welcome back, 5:23 here. So ALS is a progressive disease that affects nerve cells in the brain and the spinal cord as well. Although it was discovered in 1869, there is still no cure and no treatment. In this week's Healthier Together, we spoke with Valerie O'Mara and Dr. Michael Elliott to learn more about the effects of this rare disease.
I was a physician assistant in cardiothoracic surgery, and I was offered a job out here in Seattle. And it's been the dream job of my life. I loved getting up every day and going to work. My name is Valerie O'Mara. I've lived in Seattle since 1981 and was diagnosed with ALS in March of 2018.
ALS typically presents with progressive, painless weakness in an extremity, so weakness in your hand or weakness in a foot or leg that slowly gets worse. I'm Mike Elliott. I'm a neurologist at Swedish Medical Center, and also I am the medical director of our ALS program here. It's a relatively rare disease. It's a devastating disease.
It was the saddest day of my life to leave a career that I had cherished for almost 40 years. But I also had the mindset that I'd been given this diagnosis that carries a 2 to 5 year life expectancy. We were expecting our first grandchild, and I just thought I need to focus on family and friends. So while it was the saddest day of my life to leave the career, it was the best thing too. And flash forward to now, I have just passed the 5-year mark of having ALS, and I'm very lucky that way. Most people don't get that, and I figure I have been enjoying spending extra time with family and friends and having the experience to be able to have this long goodbye versus if I had been in a car accident and didn't have those experiences. So in some ways, I definitely have my poor me moments, but there's so much more thankful moments. And my passion really has become spreading ALS awareness because there's not many people that have it.
Valerie is, I was thinking about this before the interview, she is a very special person. She is super courageous. She is, bold in her sort of way she faces off with the disease. She lives her life to the fullest. She's also been a champion for the disease, and actually was, I think it was last year or the year before, she threw out the opening pitch at the Mariners game for Lou Gehrig's day. And so she's just a gracious, courageous, beautiful person, like many of our patients are, honestly. People often say that the nicest people get ALS, and Valerie is certainly one of those.
I always tell people ALS was discovered in 1869, but my diagnosis 5 years ago, somebody's diagnosis today, is exactly the same thing that Lou Gehrig heard. There is no cure, there's no reversal, there's no slowing this down, and we're just now pushing to get more research, get them to figure it out, how to get medicines that can halt it, reverse it, cure it. That's the ultimate goal. Someone is going to hit the right keys and find a cure, and while it's not likely to benefit myself, it can help somebody else down the road. Let's find a cure. 1869 was a long time ago.
Well, just a reminder, you can find all of our Healthier Together reporting on fox13seattle.com.